Okay, we are at one of Nashville's quirkiest, or at least most interesting tourist attractions, the Parthenon. When was this built, hon?
This one was built in 1897, and it's just a replica of the one in Greece.
Yeah, it's built in, it's an exact replica, isn't it?
I believe so.
A 1-by-1 replica, exact same size, everything, of the Parthenon in Athens. Of course, the one in Athens is falling apart. This one is still in great shape, but it was built 1897, so that's what?
124 years ago?
124 years ago.
That's crazy.
I mean, you just got to ask yourself, why? I mean, why not, I guess, but why?
That's what I was going to say, why not?
Why in 1897 would they build something like this? My understanding is because Nashville was considered almost got run down by a Hell's Angel.
Sorry, that made me laugh.
Back then, Nashville was considered something of a scholarly city. It wasn't the music city yet, and so I guess that is my understanding, or that is the reason why the forefathers of Nashville built this really interesting building. And real tight, or pretty tight up to the top of the building. It's pretty incredible, the detail. I mean, amazing.
Including the guy's junk.
Yeah, including the guy's junk. You would notice that. Right? Yeah. Yeah, my naughty
so
wife.
Cultured.
Yeah, so cultured. Anyway, the building's really cool. I got to tell you, it's an odd thing to see in a city known for country music, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being at the actual one in Athens, and people who lived in mud huts walking up to a building like this? It must have been awe-inspiring.
Yeah.
For those people.
Absolutely.
This is a cool building, I gotta say. Look at Nashville and my wife. I'm kind of amazed. I really am. Well, we are at the Tennessee State Capitol in Nashville. And we are going to go inside. Isn't that right, hon?
Absolutely.
On this cool day in Nashville, we're going to go inside and find out a little history of the great state of Tennessee. Of course, here's a view from the steps of beautiful downtown Nashville, which has cranes all over. It's growing rapidly. But anyway, we're gonna go on inside there. Hey, hon, did you see who designed this building? You're from Philadelphia, aren't you? Who designed this building?
The same person who designed Independence Hall, but I didn't catch the name.
William Strickland.
Oh, okay.
Yes, William Strickland.
From Philadelphia.
She's from Philadelphia, born and raised. And the guy who designed this building, William Strickland, is the guy who designed Independence Hall in Philadelphia, of course, one of its signature buildings. Wow, just a couple of little doors, no big grand entrance. We are now inside. This is the main entryway of the Capitol. Yeah. And there's no big dome. That's the first thing you notice. Unlike some of the Capitol's buildings we've been to, we're in areas where people are actually working. How about that? A lot of Capitols, they have like a touristy area and then the actual working area is separate. But people are actually working. This is the State Supreme Court room. It's empty right now, obviously. This is the office of the governor here. Of course, they're not letting us in there. Well, he went in there. And guest reception. Did you want to sign the guest reception for the governor?
No, that's okay. No, that's okay. I'm just reading the history of Tennessee.
Oh, this actually looks more grand, the second floor, you know, than that first floor did, doesn't it? is the Tennessee House of Representatives. Obviously they're not in session right now. But this is wow. Pretty cool, huh? See anything interesting in the Tennessee? Oh, that's the...
This is just about the building here.
Oh. Go.
Did you know that President James Polk and his wife Sarah are buried in a tomb on the Capitol grounds?
Wow, I did not know that. Interesting. The second floor of the Tennessee State Capitol is quite beautiful. And I'm in the hall where the Senate operates. Yeah, that light fixture was built in 1859 in Philadelphia and brought here. They originally gas, and of course now they are electricity. Well, as we head down, we found some information about the state capitol building. It was built in 1859 by mostly slave labor. So there you go. All right, we're in downtown Nashville on Broadway Street, which is called the heart of Nashville. It is where all the live music is, honky-tonks, saloons, restaurants. It's kind of their Bill Street, or Bourbon Street, if you will. But we're going to hit a few places, including the world-famous Tootsie's. Lots of folks. Isn't that right, hon? Pretty interesting people watching here. Very much a country theme. We just left Memphis, which was the blues, and this is definitely more country. Having Jack Daniels, of course, the classic Tennessee whiskey. Isn't that right, huh? Listen to Leonard Skinner. Cool. Time to head to another bar. Yeah. We're gonna walk through Tootsie's. All right, that was crazy. Well, no trip to Nashville is complete unless you come here. Probably the top attraction. I believe it is the top attraction of Nashville. Decades-long show called the Grand Ole Opry. And not just television, but radio too. In fact, it's the longest continuous radio program in history. So it's a Saturday night, or it is Saturday, but tonight there is a show. So we won't be hanging around too long because this place is about to get crazy. But anyway, huh?
You're not going in?
We could try to go in. You want to try to go in?
Yeah.
All right. We'll give it a whirl. But, you know, I watched Grand Ole Opry when I was a kid 40 years ago. So it's pretty nifty to actually be here. So yeah, well, I'm following you. Let's go in. Let's see if we can go in. Well, we can't get in. So that's the end of that. Looks like they put on a show before the show inside. They have an outdoor show that they're setting up for. But anyway, what can we say? We at least want to stop by the Grand Ole Opry and check out the grounds. Surprising, there's a Dave & Buster's across the street. That surprised me.
I definitely don't.
Dave & Buster's across the street from the Grand Ole Opry. But
it's WSM.
there it is.
And you're listening to Opry Nashville.
That's it. Huh?
WSM on Facebook and Twitter.
We're going to get out of here before the madness starts because, like I said, they have a show tonight. All right, our time in Nashville is done, and time to review the hotel. We stayed at the Drury Inn, actually Drury Plaza. What'd you think?
Well, it's the Drury, and you and I really like this chain. Everything was good. The room's always nice and clean. The breakfast is really, really good. And the gym was awesome. It even had some extra, some extra machines that I haven't gotten to use before, so I really liked those. So the gym was great. Hot tub was great. I really don't have any complaints. The only complaint I have is that it was too crowded.
Right.
Which isn't really a complaint. That means the hotel's doing something right, so.
Right, you really can't. You can't knock them for that.
Exactly.
Trying to stay busy.
Exactly.
But this is the deal. The Drury is the gold standard. It's like the 5. Everything else in the mid hotel range, and for us the mid hotel range is 90 to 130 a night, let's say.
Yeah.
And the Drury 5, it's at the high end. But the beautiful thing is, not only do they have a fantastic breakfast every morning with lots of selections, I mean potatoes and eggs and...
The fluffiest eggs you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Their eggs are so fluffy,
biscuits
they're
and,
yummy.
yeah, fluffy eggs, biscuits and gravy, cereals. They also have dinner buffet also included with 3 alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else that does that. So you can stay at a Drury and honestly, just maybe a little snack during the day, not have to spend any money on food if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like she says, the rooms are clean, the hotel's modern and very nice. I'm showing you a video of it now. The gym is great. It's got an indoor hot tub and pool. I mean, what else? Wi-Fi strong. It checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
Everything else, every other hotel chain is just aspiring to be as good as Drury in this price range. So, for me, it's a 5.
I'm only going to give it a 4.8 just because I would like the room to be a little bit bigger. And
Well,
then you don't leave your room. I need to leave a little bit of room there. If I go to 5, then what if we find something else?
I give it 5 because it's the gold standard.
So I'm going
Everything else.
4.8.
Well, there it is then. I guess our average is 4.9, but still, that's higher than anybody else.
Yeah.
All right,
it's
so
really nice.
yeah. All right, well, headed to Knoxville next. Be looking for that video. We'll see you then.